right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Right there, 55. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll fake it. Now Simeon. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown. And that last one, that hurts.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Cook. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Cousins now from the 50. Open man as Thielen is complete. A first down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
We're going. We're going. Let's go. Lucky 50.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
But he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And that is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Here we go now.
On second down, here's Simeon. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Open man left side is Gronkowski. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 150.
They start the drive with Cook. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They run it again with Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Leopard! you now, Barney! Barney!
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Leopard! Leopard! Four down. Check. Hot!
On 2nd down, Michelle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And our statistician, Ben Ramsar, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss rolling in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme, come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 50.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Leopard! Leopard! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Now a first down carry, it's Michelle. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. And able to connect with Berrios. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Hot! Hot!
To throw on 2nd is Simeon. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Here's Simeon. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They're running it. It's Michel. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground, pushing through the contact. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second down, Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw is Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Cousins now on 2nd down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And now it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They pitch it out to Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they'll run. Murray. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Back to Foxborough after this.
Alert 3. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. 300.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
First down throw, Simeon. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ben Gideon coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Wide motion! Wide motion!
Just beating the play clock, Simeon. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Go ahead, go ahead. Motion, check.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40. Yard line. The first throw for the backup Lynch. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Give, this is Michelle. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Lynch on first down. Over the middle, Dorsett. And down inside the 15 he goes. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On second down, Lynch. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw again is Lynch. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cordero Patterson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Gostkowski the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give. This is Cook. And shedding through the tackle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Patriots take over. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. On second down, here's Lynch. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Avery Williamson not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Looking out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. On 1st down, Murray. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throwing, Cousins. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Here we go. Two.
Now Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a 1st down as well. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Here we go.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. This time the extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field and they will send this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Tie it right. Tie it right. Alert. Alert. 3 there. Gun.
Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That was second down run for Murray. Shreds the tackle. And some Latavius Murray. Touchdown, Vikings! Latavius Murray, 46 yards. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Short boot, take it at the 21. And he's got some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, 79 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And an alley run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back now in Foxborough. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
Let's go. Lucky 50. Bingo.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, eluding the tackle. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Room here to run. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A handoff. It's Murray. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Let's go.
10th carry of the game now. Murray. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, Cousins escaping the pressure right. Lets it fly for Thielen. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Lynch. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Detroit!
Lynch to throw again. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
To throw is Lynch. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Lynch now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Josh Jones in on the stop.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
Looking to throw on second down. Lynch. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jordan Matthews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a give. This is Murray. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray, 48 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Lynch to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They go back to Murray on first down. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
They run with Murray. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Their goal from the start was to at least finish 500. This loss, however, guarantees a losing record.
And that can't leave a good taste in anyone's mouth. You're talking about front office, ownership, coaches, players, everyone. 8-8 is the minimum for any team to think that they had a decent year. Now, a losing season, hard to spin that one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.